April at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Together, let's drive.
Hi, I'm Jim Koski, and join me Mondays for Life in the 906.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, State Representatives Carl Bonak and Mark Tisdale visit Nagani High School to talk about the recent cell phone bans in schools across the state. Plus, 110 years of digging into Michigan's toughest issues, the Citizens Research Council is celebrating over a century of service. And tax day is almost here, and some taxpayers are seeing bigger refunds, on average $350 more than last year. We'll have the details live from Washington, D.C. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Kelly Rowland, can't complain too much about the weather. It's a little cloudy, I guess, but not too bad.
Yeah, Kevin, good evening. It's just a little bit cloudy, but at least we're not seeing a major rain or snow system moving on through. So things are pretty calm here to take us through the rest of our Thursday evening. Like you said, some cloudy skies. There may be a stray raindrop not too long ago, but things have dried out since then. Temperatures still on the comfortable side of things. 41 for us here in Marquette, 49 down to Iron Mountain, 39 up to Munising. And across the night, we'll see those temperatures dip down to that freezing mark, and I'll break down the rest of this week. Info as we head into the weekend.
Kelly, thank you very much. Nagani High School students were lectured this morning by two state representatives about a new law regarding cell phones in schools. WZMQ's Andrew Hands has the story.
These things are designed to be addictive.
As cell phones in schools have been a growing concern in Michigan, a new law passed earlier this year states that all K-12 schools must implement a policy to ban them during instruction. The bill's creator, Representative Mark Tisdale of Rochester Hills, discussed his legislative process with Nagani High School students this morning, alongside Representative Carl Bonak.
Basically, there's no cell phones during class time. You keep them in your lockers, and again, like this bill, you can take them out during lunch hour, but that's it.
So there's just no room for that during instruction time. And the schools are allowed to be even more strict. There are some school districts across the state that have what's the gold standard, bell-to-bell prohibition.
For well over 10 years, social media usage has held the attention of all generations, including minors. Tisdale says this is a main focus at hand.
I had no idea that third graders and fourth graders were bringing smartphones to school.
The legislation does allow for the use of devices that do not connect to the internet, such as devices with no support to third-party applications.
Basic phones, dumb phones, flip phones, those aren't the problem. You make a phone call, you hang up, you put it away. Smartphones you never put away because there's so many other things you can do with them.
While school administrators have been the most outspoken, students are also in favor of how the distractions are being handled.
We shouldn't have our phones with us. You know, we're on our phones all day long. It was a really important presentation, I think, especially for teenagers our age right now.
The new legislation will be set into place by the fall semester. In Nagani, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
The Citizens Research Council of Michigan is marking 110 years of providing nonpartisan policy analysis. The group studies state and local government, looking at everything from taxes to how public services are delivered. Leaders say their goal is to give lawmakers and residents clear, fact-based information to guide decisions.
Data in the abstract is just numbers. But if we can apply some analysis, how that's good or bad, how it's changed over time, how it compares to other similar places, then that provides context for us to decide if Michigan, if Detroit, if Lansing, if Alpena are doing things well, or if there's room for improvement.
The organization also puts out analyses on ballot questions, including information voters may see this November. April 15th, or Tax Day, is right around the corner. For those who have filed already, you might have noticed a larger refund than last year. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp now joins us live. Rachel, good evening. Why could taxpayers be seeing larger refunds?
So I spoke with a tax expert, and he says on average people are getting about $350 more on average in their refunds than last year. And for many, that number could be a whole lot higher. Now, this tax expert with the Tax Foundation says the One Big Beautiful bill made the 2017 tax cuts permanent, but also extended additional tax cuts for 2025, including for overtime income, tipped income, seniors over 65, auto loan interest, and more. Of course, how much you get in return varies for each person, but we're told that the deductions were put in place halfway through last year, so the IRS didn't make adjustments to withholdings. I asked a tax expert if people could see additional elevated returns for the next filing season.
I would expect it to be somewhere in the middle, where it is elevated relative to last year, maybe a bit less than this year. We're still waiting to see where sort of these elevated refunds this year really end, because they do change over the tax season. So it might end up being a little bit lower, a little bit higher than the current numbers, especially because the Treasury Department has said that they have a lot of remaining returns with a lot of overtime deductions in particular. That one seems to be a highlight, where they're seeing more claims for overtime deductions than they were expecting.
Now, Kevin, the Tax Foundation says that one challenge that they're hearing and seeing from is people getting their returns, but that's only if these people are not putting in their direct deposit information. They say that the Trump administration is trying to move away from the paper refund checks and trying to encourage people more to put in their direct deposit information. So they say that some people might have to wait about 6 weeks to get those paper refund checks if they don't put in their direct deposit information. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Kelly will let us know how our weekend is shaping up. And in this week's Medical Minute, we hear from another doctor from OSF Healthcare about the cancer treatments they offer. We'll be right back after this.
From now through April at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox 2 LT all-wheel drive for $400 a month for 36 months. Together, let's drive. Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Experience the difference.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry. Free delivery and 0% financing.
New CBS Tonight.
Blunt force trauma to the head. Bingo!
Beanie Feldstein guest stars.
The gift I gave Kimberly was used during her last day on Earth. It really made an impact on her.
Elsbeth is all new CBS Tonight, 10/9 Central.
CBS, April 23rd.
Maddie, we got what we needed.
All will finally be revealed in the Matlock season finale.
Senior won't know what hit him.
If you've missed out, now's the time to catch up.
You in?
All episodes of Matlock now streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's Earth Month in the Upper Peninsula. Small actions make a big impact. Recycle 906 accepts cans, cardboard, plastics, and more, helping keep the UP clean and thriving. This Earth Month, recycle smarter. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Get supplier pricing on all new Chevrolet Silverado 1500 trucks now through April at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Together, let's drive.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
At Shunk's and Marquette, we have 2 stores to shop. Our clearance center is more than a clearance center. It's a complete new store with everyday low prices on Ashley furniture. More living room groups, more reclining sofas, reclining love seats, and recliners. There's a large selection of bedroom and dining room furniture and low prices on mattresses every day. This Ashley Zero wall recliner is just $2.99 at Shunk's. This Ashley 6-piece dining room set's only $9.89 at Shunk's. And take 12 months to pay with no interest. Shop Shunk's and Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We're trying to prepare for a weekend, and things were pretty calm for today, almost exactly where we should have been. We were just a touch cooler than we should be, though, for the high temperature. The average high this time of the year now is 43. We're going to get there at some point over the next few days, but just not for maybe a little bit longer. Still on the cooler side of things, and we only reached 40 degrees for today. But the good news is no rain, and I don't really think we saw any snow either. Just some cloudy skies, and we'll start to see the clouds advance even more more as we have a little bit of a system out west, but you can kind of see here as it's getting into the Wisconsin area, it's changing over from that snow to the rain, which tells us that it's not quite cold enough to support just straight snow. So it could be maybe a little bit of a wet snowflake for some northern areas. But if we do see anything over the next few hours or for the overnight, it's most likely going to be in the form of rain, but still just a few scattered showers here and there, if anything. This is your watches and warnings page, and we really only have a flood advisory. It's that little green polygon that you see down here into Iron County. So it's going to last until Sunday morning though, and it's such a small area, but that's really the only watch, warning, or advisory that we have across the Upper Peninsula at this time, and a small craft advisory. But temperatures right now sitting at 36 out to Ironwood, 39 for Munising, 54 down to Menominee, 41 for us here in Marquette. The winds are also on the calm side. We have some varying direction, but overall around that 5 to 10 mile per hour range, just maybe a bit more breezy up towards Eagle Harbor and Copper Harbor. So going into this evening and into tomorrow and eventually the weekend, we'll have a few different rounds here of maybe rain mixing in with snow, especially as we get to the overnight hours, as temperatures could dip at or below that freezing, so we can't rule out a stray snowflake maybe lingering into the morning hours for tomorrow. Not going to be much though, probably not going to accumulate for much, and most of it will be out towards Munising, Newberry, and Sault Ste. Marie. The rest of your day itself tomorrow still looking dry. We'll get some clearing skies. We'll see some sunshine before the sun does set, and then we'll see clouds moving in and out for the rest of Friday night. Not much activity here, a tad uneventful going into Saturday morning, but then we'll be watching another round of showers, maybe a little bit of some wet snowflakes move in for Saturday afternoon. So it's just going to be those rounds of showers for the most part, and some colder areas may see some wet snowflakes or some snow flurries in general. But overall, the weekend's going to be pretty nice if you want to get out and try to enjoy any outdoor activities. The future winds are still going to be from the north, so it's going to cool things down just a touch, and they'll shift all over the place, but we won't have any of those crazy increased wind gusts to blow any unsecured objects around. So overall, we're shaping up for a pretty nice weekend. We'll see temperatures rebound very nicely. Upper 40s to start the weekend, mid 50s to conclude the weekend. Nice and dry to start things off before we get back into a more rainy period once we pass Monday, drying out again for this time next week.
Kelly, thank you again. In this week's Medical Minute, in our continuing partnership with OSF Healthcare, we're speaking with another doctor about the cancer treatments they offer. Take a listen. Dr. Burnett, thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about cancer treatments today, so if you could tell us what the most common types of cancer treatments are.
Well, there's a number of modern cancer treatments we use today, including surgical excision, radiation, chemotherapy, hormonal therapy, targeted therapy, immunotherapy. The number of options we have available, the number of classes of treatments, the number of different medical treatments is far more than it was just a couple of years ago. One of the more exciting things in our field is the declining use of things like toxic chemotherapy and the increasing utilization of targeted treatments that can target a specific gas pedal or brake of a cancer that can either serve to speed cancer growth up or slow it down, for which we have medications that target that.
Got it. And for patients, is it common for them to need more than one type of treatment?
Depends on the cancer, but very commonly we talk about all of these options specific for a given patient with a given cancer.
And what does it mean for a patient to have local access to these treatments?
Well, for some patients, it can be everything. At some of the sites that I practice at, there's patients that have told us before that if their cancer care was not available locally, they would not have it. Having cancer care close to home is always a benefit for the patient. Not only does it increase access, it decreases a burden both financially and socially on the patients when they can go to work every day or have a family member take off work every day to drive them to cancer treatment, sometimes half a day away. Having that care close to home in their community benefits not only them but also the community at large.
All right, doctor, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Coming up next on your 19 News, Jeep the Mac returns to the Upper Peninsula this May. We'll have a preview on that, and we'll tell you about the latest exhibit going up at the Lake Effect Community Arts Center. We're back in 2 minutes.
From now through April at Fox Marquette Ford, lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4-wheel drive for $379 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Houghton's the spot where we get all 4 seasons, the snow, the shine, everything in between. So the shoes are everything. You know, what you have is going to help you perform better, perform longer, stay injury-free longer. Whether you're a runner, walker, or you're just looking for a shoe to get yourself through the day, we'll take an extensive approach to finding the shoe that's right for you. Whatever surface that you're going to be on, we've got you covered.
Amazon offers hourly employees health care on day 1 for the whole family. Amazon offers hourly employees health care for $5 a week with $5 copays.
Safety.
Should I go, Mom?
No, don't tell your mother anything.
You know, Hard Rock is built on service, from that first cafe to hotels and casinos around the world. That's why on the Hard Rock Bet Casino app, service still comes first.
When you want to withdraw your money, it's secure. Get paid in 30 minutes or less.
When you need help, it's available 24/7. Real service, based right here in the U.S.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here in Michigan. Roll with us.
New customers get up to $1,000 back in casino bonus, plus 500 bonus spins.
Now through April at Fox Marquette Ford, lease a 2026 F-150 XLT Super Crew 4-wheel drive for $498 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. When the UP was hit with a harsh blizzard last month, many schools went over their snow day limits. In an effort to avoid extending the school year, some districts have asked the state to provide additional inclement weather days. In Menominee County, Bark River Harris schools took an extra 3 days off due to hazardous road conditions. This week, the district was informed that those 3 days have been forgiven, meaning if no other inclement weather days are required, the last day of classes will remain as scheduled. In Delta County, Escanaba Area Public Schools was given 6 inclement weather days for the year. After the blizzard, the district had taken 10. According to the superintendent, the Department of Education has forgiven 3 of those extra days. He says if the state legislature takes no further action, Escanaba's school year will have to be extended by 1 day. Every spring, Jeep enthusiasts from across the Midwest roll into St. Ignace for Jeep the Mac, a weekend built on off-road adventure, the love of Jeeps, and the rugged beauty of Michigan's eastern Upper Peninsula. The event features scenic trail rides, vendor displays, evening socials, and photo opportunities of the Straits of Mackinac. A fan favorite returns this year, the iconic Jeep Parade across the Mackinac Bridge, back after a 2-year pause due to construction.
Jeep the Mac is going to start with a parade across the Mackinac Bridge, followed by fun activities in St. Ignace, scavenger hunts, and meet and greet with food trucks and beer tents. And then we've got a second Jeep parade at night.
St. Ignace will also host a similar event for Ford Bronco enthusiasts in early June. Tomorrow, the Lake Effect Community Arts Center debuts its 2nd annual show for creators living within 100 miles of Manistee. Open through April 23rd, Made UP showcases the wide variety of artists in the region, including established professionals and those experimenting with a new medium. Every submission is unique, with pieces ranging from paintings and photographs to sculptures and glasswork. However, they've been arranged in a way that creates a cohesive display of the area's creativity.
This show feels very cozy. It feels very much like an arm around you. Our exhibition director hangs on color and texture. Even without that, once it was all said and done, we still found the trees were friends and the birds were friends, and even some fun surprises with how the themes carried through.
Visitors can vote for their favorite artist, and the winner will receive a $100 People's Choice Award. Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines when we come back. A Gladstone athlete has been named Miss UP basketball for the second straight year. But first, here's your Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. The Room at the Inn in Marquette is always looking for people to come help out with their breakfast shift. Duties would include helping cook, clean, and serve meals. To sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com.
Hey, here's what we're working on tonight on the CBS Evening News. The surprise press conference from Melania Trump, the First Lady, denying that she's a victim of Jeffrey Epstein and calling for the victims to testify under oath. What was behind it? What's she looking for? We're going to have the absolute latest. Also, the Strait of Hormuz, it remains tightly shut, just a trickle of traffic getting through. What does that mean for the prices you're paying here at home? All that and more ahead on the CBS Evening News.
Now through April at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $379 a month for 36 months. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet, experience the difference.
Tonight, we don't want to say Mima and Mandy are up to no good.
$100.
But we also don't want to lie in a promo.
Fine, they're counterfeits.
Wow. New Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, CBS tonight.
Tell your friends.
What happens when a ghost gets a job?
HR wants to see me in person. Quote, send nudes.
It's actually impressive how prolifically problematic you managed to be.
Ghosts is all new CBS tonight and streaming on Paramount+.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
I'm Drew Carey from The Price is Right here on TV 19.
Get supplier pricing on all new Chevrolet Silverado 1500 trucks now through April at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Together, let's drive.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Good evening, everyone. The Upper Peninsula's second all-time leading scorer and second all-time leading rebounder has won the Miss UP Basketball Award for the second straight season. Number 21, Lily Johnson led Gladstone to the Great Northern Conference title and a second-place finish in the final Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association Large School Poll. She was the Player of the Year in the GNC and Mid-Peninsula Conferences. Johnson averaged 24.7 points per game along with a dozen rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 4.1 steals per game. She concluded her Braves career with 2,185 points and 1,257 rebounds. Johnson will continue her career at Wisconsin Green Bay. Taking a look at the Dream Team, Johnson was the Division 1 through 3 Player of the Year. Janessa Eagle from Ishpeming, that would be state champion Ishpeming, is the Division 4 Player of the Year. Also on the Dream Team, Bree Bestman of Ewan Trail Creek, Maya Hemmer of Ishpeming, and Gretel Johnson of Negaunee. In the other awards department, Mike O'Donnell of Negaunee is the Division 1 through 3 Coach of the Year. Ryan Rekel of Ishpeming, state champion Ishpeming, is the Division 4 Coach of the Year. And the Teams of the Year, Negaunee in Divisions 1 and 2, Menominee in Division 3, and yes, the state champion Hematites in Division 4. Now, the state writers from Michigan have picked all state teams on the boys' side. That's being released this week. In Division 1, Marquette's Ford Richardson is an honorable mention. In Division 3, first team honors for Ethan Marta of Westwood and Tanner Terkoff of Menominee. In Division 4, Liam Turtelot, the Division 4 Player of the Year in the UP, nabbed a first team berth. Second team for Vic Giuliani of of Forest Park and Gunnar Bennett of Pickford received honorable mention. Congratulations to all. Former Michigan Tech women's basketball head coach Sam Clayton has become the 10th women's basketball head coach at the University of Wisconsin-Stout. Clayton coached 8 seasons with the Huskies, going 138-88, and she was the GLIAC Coach of the Year in 2021. Clayton played for the Huskies from 2009 through 13, scoring 1,434 points. She helped the Huskies to a 103-22 record during her playing days, including a trip to the 2010-11 National NCAA Division II National Championship game. Clayton is a native of Durand, Wisconsin, which is about 20 miles from the UW Stout campus in Menominee, Wisconsin. She was an All-State High School and Conference Most Valuable Player, helping her team to a state runner-up finish. The Blue Devils last year were 13-12 and 4-10 in the Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Michigan Tech has announced its hockey awards for the year. Most Valuable Player and leading scorer is Steven Sardarian. He had 12 goals and 32 assists. The unsung hero is Joe Prouty. The Defenseman of the Year, Jack Anderson. Freshman of the Year is Taden Trembecki. And the most improved is Matthew Van Blaricom. You can see the whole list and the basketballs as well on our website at WZMQ19.com. The NMU women's lacrosse team has a 2-game homestand starting tomorrow against Davenport. The Wildcats are in second place in the GLIAC with a 3-1 record, a half a game ahead of the Panthers, and a game behind first place Grand Valley State. Wildcats head coach Lindsay Mackerzak knows the Grand Valley match is Sunday, but she says her team cannot afford to look past Davenport.
I think you can get into a lot of trouble if you start looking past teams and you start not holding your athletes accountable and your coaches accountable and yourself accountable for taking every game seriously and scouting in the way that you need to. So we are spending a lot of time on Davenport because, yes, we won, but there's always things you can do better, and maybe we caught them on a bad day. Even though I do think we had a good day that day, we need to hold ourselves to the standard that we're going to move with intensity and purpose and more follow through more with our game plan than maybe we have in the past.
Tomorrow's match with the Panthers begins at 5 p.m. The Grand Valley contest is Sunday at noon, and that will be senior day for NMU. Baseball, Tigers trying to get something positive out of their series with the Minnesota Twins. Jack Flaherty made one mistake in his 5+ innings on the mound today, and that would be right there. Josh Bell, a fly ball that tears into a sign for a solo homer and a 1-0 Twins lead. 7th inning, Gleyber Torres flies out to right field. That is more than good enough to get Jake Rogers across the plate. That tied the score at 1. Bottom of the 8th inning, Tigers bullpen in trouble. Brooks Lee will single on a ground ball to right field. 2 runs will score, and Matt Waldner is the first. Victor Caratini is the second. Twins go on to win 3-1, and the Tigers are in last place in the American League Central Division, a 5-game losing streak. And we will be right back.
Now through April at Fox Marquette Subaru, lease a 2026 Subaru Forester Premium for $399 a month for 36 months, or get 1.9% APR for 75 months. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Get an 11% rebate on your interior staining project at Menards. Minwax Wood Finish is a penetrating oil-based wood stain that provides beautiful rich color, enhancing the natural wood grain. Get a quart for a value of $9.78 after rebate. Protect your woodworking project with Minwax Polycrylic Max. It's a fast-drying, water-based polyurethane that delivers maximum durability in one coat for all types of wood surfaces. Pick up a quart for a value of $23.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Buckles Party Store. It's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet. It's where the party starts for everyone.
Girl, you be serving. BB Rexa is not bothered. I love how you troll your haters.
Well, you're on my page.
And that's that. And she shocks us all. Bravo! Plus, we celebrate these incredible kids on J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
The Golden Girls are on MeTV.
I am stunned.
See the always stunning Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
Now through April at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base for $289 a month for 36 months. Or get 2.9% APR for 75 months. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
And a final check of your forecast. Things are still on the calm side. We're not seeing any rain or snow at the moment. We may see a little bit of some snowflakes overnight as temperatures will dip down around that freezing mark or below. And we raise the temperatures up to the 40s for tomorrow. We'll get some sunshine, some upper 30s though for a lot of us. Make sure to tune in later tonight. Colorado State University put out their 2026 hurricane season forecast. So we'll talk about not only the number of the named storms that we could have, what they're thinking about, but also how that potential El Nino could be setting up for the summer and would affect that storm development. So lots of fun that we'll be talking about later tonight. And of course, I'll have another look at your forecast coming up as well.
Sounds like a plan. Kelly, thank you again. That's it for now, everyone. We'll catch you back here at 11:10 Central. See you then.
Good to be with you. I'm Tony DeCopo. The breaking news right now.
I never had a